respect for his authority and belief that his explanation of this event was correct, despite the strong evidence to the contrary. So the mass news media decided after a short time to play down the story, not because they were coercively prevented from doing otherwise, but because they genuinely felt it to be an unimportant event. Watergate remained part of the profane world. Even after the national election in November of 1972, 80% of the American people found it hard to believe that there was a Watergate crisis. Right, 2 years later, the same incident, still called Watergate, had initiated the most serious peacetime political crisis in American history. Why? It had become a riveting moral symbol. One initiated a long passage through sacred time and space and a wrenching conflict between pure and impure. So how and why did this perception of Watergate change? Right? How did we go from the actual event of Watergate, which in and of itself was inconsequential, to Watergate? Now, new facts did emerge over these 2 years, but it's extraordinary how many of these revelations were already leaked and published back in 1972. Watergate could not tell itself. Right? Watergate was not inherently, intrinsically a big deal. It had to be told by society. It had to become a social fact. So the context of Watergate changed, not so much the raw empirical data. So public life occurs most of the time in mundane levels of goals, power, and interest.